I started creating films when I was 20 years old. Yes, I know I'm not one of those classic cases where I've always loved and always practiced a skill or craft. I picked mine up very late. My name is Reuben Mowle, and I run a business with my friend Charlie.
Hi, I'm Charlie. I'm 18 years old, born and bred on the Isle of Wight. The Isle of Wight is honestly a breathtaking place to live on, but it has its downfalls, especially for a young adult. The island is known for its lack of passion and ambition among the people that live here, but I do believe the people that have the desire to work really do succeed.
I've not always loved filmmaking, but I have always loved being creative. From an early age, I always loved drama, music, and more. Music is a huge part of my life. I remember playing a terrible keyboard my mother owned and mastering chopsticks on every setting. From then, I was pretty much hooked. I went on to join a band and study music throughout school, college, and university.
Oh, hello, you. What a pleasant surprise. My name is Reuben Mowle, and I'm from Naked Fridays.
Some of the music I wrote was awful. And some I'm still kind of proud of to this day. I put my life into my music and the projects I was in. I took it very seriously. At uni, I dedicated my life to becoming a successful musician. At university, I met this beautiful girl. For the purpose of the story, we will call her Laura. We fell in love, and we decided to become partners. Laura bought me my first camera for Christmas 2014, a GoPro. From there, I decided to start a YouTube channel called Wild Mowle. Laura was everything to me. We moved in after going out for 3 months, which was pretty crazy. We went through thick and thin at uni, but no matter how poor we were or how sick I got, or the difficult losses we faced, we always loved each other, and we were always there for each other.
It was my 17th birthday. I remember it well, as I unboxed my brand new Canon 70D. I just loved taking pictures of all my family. It was so satisfying taking pictures with a pro camera. From then on, I was hooked. I took it out and filmed random things like riding my bike to my friend's house and time lapses. I found it so satisfying, and pouring all my creative juices into a project was something I fell in love with. I decided to pursue this passion at college by dedicating 3 years of my life to learning the craft. I'm struggling to write this epilogue because I struggle so much with the academic aspect of education. Upsettingly, this is what matters in the education system. I felt that my college had failed me, that I was going to waste writing about filmmaking when all I wanted to do was pursue it.
During my third year at university, I was still making music and YouTube videos.
Hey Moss, how's it going? My name's Reuben Mowle, and welcome back to another video.
And for a final project, I decided to make my own music video from the skills I picked up from YouTube. I mean, it was pretty awful. But at the time, I'd never felt such a buzz. Nor had I been so proud that I, Reuben Mowle, had made a banging music video from scratch. I was hooked. I went on to make more and more, and I grew obsessed with constantly trying to one-up myself. Eventually, friends at uni asked if I could make theirs, so I decided to start a business called Glasshouse Productions.
So this is the name of my business.
The idea came to a friend, Joe, after he was looking out my window at a house across the road. But really, glass is what we call lenses, so, that's a cooler reasoning. As I graduated that year in 2016,
really, really good mark in my commercial project, and I got a great mark in my dissertation. Actually, all the stuff I got back, I'm really, really happy with. I'm just trying to absorb it. I'm still a little bit in shock. To get a 2-1 in my dissertation, I'm not very good at English or writing or anything like that. I'm quite dyslexic, so I'm just really happy with that.
I realised that the only real shot I had of being a self-made man is by pursuing filmmaking. I decided to dedicate my life and my savings to buy gear and knowledge needed to make films alongside 2 jobs. And alongside 2 jobs, I grew a business into what it is. The first time I met Charlie was not something I remember well.
I couldn't tell you the first time I met Reuben.
We met through a mutual friend, and that was it really.
But that's the beauty of it. We were instantly friends. I remember when Reuben called me asking if I wanted to spend the day filming a wedding.
I wanted to get into wedding filmmaking, so I asked if he was keen to join me.
I willingly accepted.
And he accepted.
And I'm glad I did.
We had no idea what we were getting into. But after we did our first wedding, I knew that we had something pretty special. I fell in love with the craft and I grew obsessed. I went on to quit one job and stick with the other part-time. Things just kept growing and growing.
I was a freelancer working with Reuben, but at the same time I was studying at college. I was really busy. I left assignments to the last minute. I was late turning up and sometimes I didn't turn up at all. I had no passion for it. I loved making films, but I'd fallen out of love due to the way the subject was taught.
The business was making a healthy profit and getting bookings. It was July 2017 and we were about to go headfirst into a full-on wedding season. Then it happened.
3.5 years, and we broke up 4 days ago, just out of the blue. And I'm really struggling, to be honest.
After nearly 4 years of being together, Laura and I parted ways. During the fast-paced life I was pursuing, I didn't see the signs that the person I loved had fallen out of love with me. I remember that sinking feeling and the realisation that because of the 7 a.m. to 12 a.m. days I'd worked, I'd lost her. I moved back home with my mother and my brothers, where I became deeply depressed. Everything I had done with this business was for our future, and I could see it crumbling around me. I needed a new motivation, a new goal. After finishing a wedding with Charlie,
After a big wedding that myself and Reuben had attended, he asked me if I wanted to have some real responsibilities in the business, to run it as a partner with him.
I asked if he would like to run the business with me,
I didn't see it coming. I didn't see myself as a partner, but I was happy to accept.
to which he accepted. He is everything the business needed and everything I needed in a partner.
A big turning point for me was when I planned to go away. I put everything off until I got back and realised that I needed to do something with my life, and to grasp this opportunity with both hands. My closest friends were all going to uni, travelling or generally doing something with their lives, whilst I was doing nothing. It was very painful to see my closest friends leave, so I came to a crossroad in my life. I could continue going to college to study a craft I found no passion in, or risk it all and work with Reuben on his business that he had started with a GoPro. So I dropped out of college and I haven't looked back since.
Since then, we've worked tirelessly to grow the business, and it's going pretty well. Now, for the first time in my life, I am in a position to take my passion full-time and dedicate my life to films and music. There was always a plan for my life, but I just had no idea that it would be this. I can honestly say that I've never been happier. I realised that what I was chasing was not actually what I wanted. Now, the life that I'm pursuing is the life I want to lead. I work with one of my best friends, and I'm building something I genuinely care about. I'm so excited for the future and what it holds. I'm meeting new people, making new friends. I learn more every day. Now I truly understand what really makes me happy. The pursuit of money and power is not what makes me happy. Being a creative and building a real business is what makes me happy.